Hello, my name is Terry Gibbs and welcome to this short introduction about Tribe Team Training. Tribe Team Training embodies community, support, friends and the principle of working together towards a common shared goal. The programs and systems have been piloted and perfected, and before you know is the Tribe Mark. It was born from three basic principles: to be global leaders in the semi-private personal training space, to be cutting edge and industry leading, and to continuously moving forward and progressing. The Tribe Mark resembles the lion. This represents our commitment to leadership. The arrows represent cutting edge and moving forward, and the layers represent all the production and work that goes into Tribe Team Training. And of course, overall, the three T's are Tribe Team Training. So let's start by talking about why there is a need for Tribe. Our consumers are changing. Whilst the majority are happy with either a gym membership or one-to-one personal training, more and more people are choosing a different solution. There are countless examples of where people are prepared to pay premium rates for the right offering. People want a different experience. One-to-one personal training is relatively popular, but for a number of people they prefer a more social atmosphere and more of a structured journey with a lower price point to help them achieve their goals. Tribe Team Training is not group exercise. There's far more camaraderie, collective responsibility, support and strategic alignment. And there's far more consistency from the client support that we will offer you and you will offer your clients. There's a trend amongst members of fitness clubs and leisure centres and personal training studios. They are leaving these facilities and taking niche small group training programs. And there are just too many examples to list them all here. But where there is value, price point is not a barrier. This movement in the consumer's thinking creates an opportunity for us that we haven't recognised up until now. Typically, free with your membership would be your gym floor, access to your gym floor in an unsupervised exercise environment. It would probably include access to your group classes. And if you've got 30% of your members attending your group fitness, you're probably doing quite well. At the other end of this pyramid is personal training on a one-to-one basis. Significantly more expensive, 60, 70, 80, 120 pounds an hour, but the penetration rates are low. If you've got anywhere near 10% of your members doing one-to-one personal training, then you are doing exceptionally well. Typically, it can be as low as 2. But there is clearly a huge gap between free with your membership, unsupervised exercise, or one-to-one personal training. And that's where Tribe fits. Costed at between 10 and 25 pounds a session, the exact amount you charge is entirely up to you. We see penetration of between 15 and 25% of your members. Even at the lower end, if you've got a relatively modest 1,000-member health club or sports centre, you could have 150 people ready, willing and able and desiring to be part of Tribe Team Training. That sort of revenue doesn't generate thousands of pounds, It generates tens of thousands of pounds. This is a new revenue line. Typically, health clubs will have their subscriptions, they might have some spa, they'll have secondary spend, they'll have maybe a food and beverage offering. Leisure centres might also have a big swim school offering. Equally, Tribe Team Training should be seen as a completely new revenue line, as well as driving more clients and members into your facility. There must be a huge space between unsupervised exercise at £2 a day. If you're charging £60 for your membership, unsupervised at £2 a day, and personal training at £75 an hour. Tribe Team Training bridges that gap. It's interesting and relevant to your members. Our world now is moving so fast, if you're relying on what's new and unique, your proposition fails within weeks. Consumer has moved on from new, has moved on from unique, is not impressed with fads. They are now looking for something that's interesting to them and it's relevant to them. Tribe Team Training is goal orientated and creates immediate camaraderie. It's progressive. Your members will achieve their results. It's the perfect mix of familiarity and variation. Familiarity, so they are comfortable that they know the majority of exercise, but variation at every single session to challenge them and to take their fitness goals forward. Key part of Tribe Team Training is it is progressive. I would suggest the main reason people do not achieve their fitness goals is for one of two reasons. They do not come to your facility often enough, and sometimes they don't train hard enough while they're there. Tribe Team Training is a 6-week course where the teammates come twice a week and follow a set session. They're working hard, they're working regularly, they're achieving their results. So, where does Tribe Team Training fit into what I might refer to as an interaction graph? We've got cost high to low as the vertical axis on the left. Across the bottom, we've got a high to low interaction with the client or member. Down the bottom left-hand corner, we have our unsupervised exercise. Yes, it is low cost, but actually your interaction is incredibly low. And for a number of your members, that may well suit them. At the other end of the scale, in the top right, you've got the high cost and, of course, high interaction on a one-to-one basis as part of a PC session. But again, there's a vast gap between these two corners. And this is precisely where Tribe Team Training sits. Relatively low cost, but high interaction. And when I say relatively low cost, if you're charging £150 for a course, that's only £12.50 a session. Semi-private personal training at £12.50 drives countless teammates into your teams. At many local authority and trust sports and leisure centres, a pay-as-you-play casual visit to the gym is £7, £8, £9. You can offer semi-private personal training for only £4 a session extra, with high levels of interaction. Could a conscientious, experienced, well-educated personal trainer really create a top-class semi-private personal training experience? Well, of course they could. Of course they could. But here's some things to consider. You want to do 2 sessions a week. You're going to have 10 people in your team, each one of them possibly needing progression or regression. Every single session needs to be different. As mentioned, with the mix of the new and the familiar. 49 weeks a year, if you're going to run your program 49 weeks a year, that's 100 tailored sessions with 10 individuals in each session. Would you also have a range of programs to fit people's goals and desires? Some might want a little bit more hardcore. Some might want the lower impact. Some it might be around weight loss. Others it might be around performance. You may even need a program for the more adventurous, around boxing or possibly MMA based. Could a really good PT create that? Yeah, of course they can. But they'd also need to think about, what about accompanying music, selected for its motivational qualities? And what about your cueing tips and guides? There's an awful lot of work that goes into this. And if you're doing it, and you're running a studio, or you're a health and fitness or a club manager, all that is unbillable. That's all the work that goes on behind the scenes. What are you going to spend? 2 hours a week on it? 100 weeks a year? 100 weeks of unbillable hours. What could that be if it was personal training? What could it be if instead of spending that time on unbillable hours, you run another tribe? Tribe team training focuses on 3 key stakeholders. Firstly, the member, the teammate. These are dedicated programs aligned with their goals and aspirations. Completely quality controlled, they're entertaining, they're safe, they create a social network, and they create a sense of camaraderie. There is a world of difference between a group and a team. A group is nothing more than a collection of individuals. A team have collective responsibility and a keenness and desire for not just themselves, but for everyone to do well. That is the ethos we create in Tribe Team Training. It's fantastic for the coach. We will give you cutting-edge programs and ongoing education. Tribe Team Training creates the very best trained team coaches in the world. And for the business, this is cash. Tribe Team Training is good for the member. It's a fantastic experience at a very low price point. It's good for the coach. It's a chance for them to earn enhanced salary. It's good for the business. This is unashamedly a cash cow. But there are no losers. This is a win-win-win situation. This is our family of programs: Tribe Life, Tribe Punch, Tribe Fit, Tribe Core, and Tribe Kids. Tribe Fit can run for 2 or 3 times a week. On all the examples thus far, and all the revenue I'll be talking about in a moment, we've assumed twice a week. Life is about being fit, active and energised. Tribe Fit. High intensity functional training. Probably designed for advanced fitness levels. Can somebody who hasn't taken exercise for some time jump straight into a Tribe Fit class? It would be challenging for them, and equally challenging for the coach that would have to really work on the regression. For those wanting to appeal to a broad range of fitness levels, we have Tribe Life. Life stands for low impact functional exercise. Note, it's low impact, not low intensity. You can get a really good workout, and you will get a really good workout. For the core, powerful, toned, strong core. Our punch is based on boxing. We talk about the skills of punching. It's fast, it's strong. Every season is based on a specific fighter with their signature moves. Of course, there's no sparring, but everything else goes. Finally, for the kids, our youth fitness program. Active, healthy, confidence building, fun, and on top of all the physical benefits, gets the youngsters in the family socially aware. They will inspire and motivate each other. They will also be involved in a collective responsibility and have a vested interest in how everyone in their team are doing. Tribe Team Training really is the very best programs. There are 7 releases a year. There's a trial week followed by 6 full weeks. Teammates only pay for the full weeks, the session weeks. You can use the trial week to either have a recovery week with your existing teams, but also to drive more people in, to create more teams. Every season there's new exercises, new formulas and new music. Members train in teams of 10 each season, except for punch where it's 6 because of the higher interaction needed with the coach. So, what revenue expectations? Let's assume you started with just 2 programs, Life and Fit, and you only had a single team in each program in your first season. You would have 20 people paying £150. That's £12 per session. If you don't think that's possible, go and have a look what the boot camps are charging. We started this conversation talking about value. Price point is not a problem if the value and the results are there. 20 people paying £150 for the course is £3,000 for 24 hours work. You're billing £125 an hour. Now, let's assume by the time you get to your 2nd, 3rd and 4th season, you've now got 3 teams in each of your programs. You're now running 6 teams and working 12 hours a week, by the way, but your revenue for the season is now £9,000. You can earn over £60,000 a year working 12 hours a week. These are tried and tested numbers. If your business is struggling with its personal training revenue, it may well be the time to consider the one-to-one option does not suit a significant enough proportion of your membership base to drive all the revenue here. Semi-private is the answer. You will need equipment, you've probably got most of it. You'll need comprehensive education for 2 to 4 coaches, and there's a low license fee that you pay. But typically, a club that just has 3 teams running can recoup all their initial investment in the first season. From the 2nd season, huge profits are driven. Here's a couple of options. You've got the startup, which really just involves the training of your personal trainers or level 2 instructors to be tribe coaches. You also get a 6-week marketing program. We can train 10 coaches for £2,000. They can be 10 people from the same site or from various sites. That being the case, your first program will only cost you £150 a month. That is marginally more than you'll be banking for a single session in a single team. If you want 2 programs, it's £270, 3 programs, £370. We do not require you to sign a 12-month contract. You've only got to commit to 2 seasons. If you're prepared to commit to 4 seasons or more, then what we will do to reduce the initial startup costs, we will defer half of it over your first 4 seasons. Doesn't work out any cheaper, just a different cash flow. And it might suit you to pay £400 a month if you're only running one program, given that you'll be banking thousands. Of course, from week 28, option 2 just reverts to the option 1 prices, because you would have covered the setup and startup costs. Tribe Team Training offer coach certification. We will take you through the coaching system. We will train you how to recruit enough members for all your teams. We'll take you through the planning and preparation, the delivery and performance, and real team care. We'll teach you how to assess and analyse every single person's performance to ensure that every single member of every single team gets the very best experience. We will offer support for you. Marketing guidelines, marketing materials, posters, flyers, banners and schedules. At the launch phase, you'll get an 8 to 12 week plan. We will ring you every week to help support and coach you through how you are building your teams. You'll get posters, trial cards, flags, brochures, where you can easily edit to include your own logos, your own addresses, your own phone numbers, your own emails. We'll co-brand it with you. Wall graphics, social media graphics, schedule graphics, videos for your Facebook, LinkedIn, and all your other social media. You can load this onto your website. We'll supply all of these. We'll give you everything you need to set up social media. We recently done a very successful I Tribe Because social media campaign, where everybody that enjoyed the tribe just wrote why they done it. Every season you'll get a release document for every single program. We are here to support you to make sure Tribe Team Training works in your facility. 2 weeks before, you'll get a PDF with details of every exercise in every one of your 12 sessions, plus some trial sessions for you. You'll get video links for your coaches where they can preview all the exercises, and those videos will include progression and regression. You'll get all your background music playlists for each program. You'll have the option of either original artists, or if you're driving your costs down with non-PPL, there will be non-original versions. It's a one-click music download. You don't have to go scooting around iTunes or Spotify looking for the music. These have been designed and tailored to motivate and inspire all of your teams throughout their workout. It's a one-click, £30 a club. In pre-launch, we'll help you discuss what should your pricing be. Let's look at what your profit will be. How will you reward your coaches if you're not doing it yourself? How do you recruit coaches? What about the training module? We'll help you with pre-launch marketing, a launch night, and weekly plans. We'll help see how it will sit into your timetable or occupy a separate space. If you've got squash courts or functional areas in your gym that aren't being used all the time, or sports halls, that's where we will put Tribe. We can create a culture where everyone is proud to be part of their team. Social media takes over, and the culture of Tribe Team Training drives business. The amount of revenue you can generate is limited only by the space you make available. And a really great example of this is our friends in Florida at Gainesville Health and Fitness. This is their January and February 2016 season. There are 56 sessions going on in a dedicated Tribe studio. If you are banking £125 for each of those 56 sessions, you're probably getting close to £300,000 a year. Tribe feeds your one-to-one base, and your one-to-one client base feeds your tribe. To reiterate, this isn't instead of your one-to-one. Tribe team training is a completely separate revenue line. If you've got clients that you see once a week and they would really benefit from seeing you twice more in a semi-private environment, in they go to a team. And if you've got teammates, if you've got people you're coaching as part of Tribe that you're seeing twice a week for 6 weeks and they are achieving their goal, a number of those will choose to be one-to-one clients. Your one-to-one clients feed your tribe feeds your client base. To wrap up, Tribe team training. It's safe, systemised, proven, effective and profitable. It helps you take maximum advantage of underutilised space. If you don't have the space, go find it. This is a real cash cow. Should you reward your coaches financially for their teams, then that's going to help your trainer churn. The more they earn, the happier they'll be. It puts your PTs in front of more clients. It means that your club or studio is not dependent on someone designing programs. Because either A, it takes them an awful lot of time and effort, or B, it's nothing more than a cobbled together circuit class. Tribe is so much more than that. Tribe training delivers the best programs in the world. It's a complete turnkey solution, and there's already a demand for it. As we started this presentation with, there is a trend of people often retaining their health club membership, but also doing outside semi-private personal training. Tribe's there. It gives you a real speed to market. Open the box, crack on. It's increased profitability. It increases your business valuation. It increases what you offer your members. And Tribe team training doesn't only pay for itself, it makes a huge profit. We have countless testimonies from coaches, from team members, and from club owners. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this. Please give us a call. Tribe team training is for you.